What's good, everyone? Welcome to once again another live stream here on the VB Thomas platform. Tuesdays means F1 Power Grid. So today we are going to be racing around Belgium. Thank you, everyone who followed me. Thank you, everyone who already followed me. But today it is going to be my home track, the best track on the planet. Everyone who says Silverstone is this one. But I mean, just come on. Belgium, Spa-Francorchamps, you've got all those beautiful corners, the beautiful scenery with all the trees and the rain, the rain, mostly the rain, but well, I mean, it is Spa-Francorchamps, and it has been there since 1950, which we will be discussing later on. But we will be going straight into the last race. As last race, we had a crazy finish. I think, if I remember quite well, I think it was 27 thousandths between P1 and P2. P1 was going to be Orion Lemons, and then we had P2 for Simpendal. Oh, there we go. Thomas, well, another Thomas in the chat, tried Prime for the first time, but in my opinion, Prime is just like it's really bad for your health and all that stuff because there's still too much sugar in that. But let's not get into detail there. Simpendal came in P2, and then we had Blue and Soul with an amazing P3, which is in my opinion not that bad. So Jay Oliver wasn't there last week. I don't think Stiggy was there either. But those guys are really in the championship battle at the moment. And we've got, well, of course, the track information. It is going to be Spa-Francorchamps tonight, with the country being Belgium, with a population of 11,700,000 people. And then we had the first Grand Prix in 1950. It has been, uh, I think, one of the five countries who held their races since 1950. And then, of course, most Grand Prix won on this track was by Mr. Schumacher. He has won 6 in total. Of course, Michael Schumacher, not Mick Schumacher. Quality record is going to be around a 141.2, and the lap record will be a 146.2. So as you can see already on the timing, well, the timings, the times, and all the records, it is going to be a very long track. 7 kilometers, which is going to be the longest track on the calendar. There's only going to be 22 laps on this track. Well, Spa-Francorchamps, of course. And the race distance will be around 154 kilometers. So I think they base the number of laps on the total time they are, well, not the total time, but the amount of distance they're doing. Because for some reason, it always adds up to be around 154 kilometers. And I mean, there are some tracks. Hello, Armand. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm doing very good. How are you? So best overtaking opportunities to happen in turn 1, turn 5, turn 8, and sector 1 straight. Let me get a little bit of details around those corners. Turn 1 is a hard braking zone going into our Rue au Rouge. So you really need a good exit coming through that corner to be able to make a move. Well, on the exit, of course. I mean, going into the corner is also a possibility, but you need to watch out because it's kind of a U-turn, but like it's more of a hairpin. I don't know how to call it, but like when you go into that corner with a lot of speed, you can easily, yes, this is my home track. You can easily just push someone off track, and then there's going to be penalties and stewards and all that bullshit. So we don't want that, of course. Turn 5 is also a hard braking zone, but you come straight after the DRS detection, well, the DRS zone. So you got a little bit more speed, and I think there's a little bit more room to put a move on there, of course. And then turn 8, it's a U-turn. Easy to make a move there. It's a slow speed corner. So definitely worth taking a shot, as we already saw a lot of moves there during the past couple of weeks, where the guys did a race around Belgium. Of course, not F1 Power Grid, but uh, I think I think Phoenix Racing League has done the same track for 2 weeks straight. So that's what's up right there. And then, of course, Sector 1 straight, as I said already, it's called Camel Straight. You got the DRS detection point there coming into Eau Rouge. And then, of course, coming out of Eau Rouge and Radion, you will have the DRS possibility. So yeah, you will definitely have a lot of speed through there because mainly that straight is quite a long one, so you can work your way through there. And then, of course, strategy prediction, which I always do. I'm going with a hard medium strategy here because I think there's going to be a late safety car. There's also possibly going to be a early safety car, and I think that's the fourth one you will have to go with then, or maybe the second one. But if you were counting on an early safety car, but also a late safety car, I would go for a hard medium because for some reason I think like you will be benefiting from that. You can also go for a soft medium medium to cover two safety cars, but you need to be lucky with when the safety cars are coming out then. Maybe a soft medium could work too, but that's going to be a very risky decision because if you're not very good with tire degradation, you shouldn't be taking that strategy, of course. And then a soft hard to cover early safety car, possibly not a late safety car, or a medium hard to cover no safety cars. That's, well, it could be a safety car halfway through the race. So it's also a possibility that we are seeing rain in the race. So that's still the question for today. But my predictions of tonight, well, how can I not go for Che Oliver, guys? I'm going with Che Oliver in P1. I'm going with Orion Lemons in P2, and I might be going with Simpendal for P3. Yeah, I'm going with Simpendal for P3. It doesn't seem like, oh, and Tronzik is in. He's my guy, but he's nowhere near these guys in the top three. So yeah, I'm going safe. You know, Che Oliver in P1. I'm going with Orion Lemons in P2, and I'm going with Simpendal in P3. Sticky to be your biggest loser of the evening and your biggest winner. I'm going with Blue and Soul. I'm going with Blue and Soul. Don't think his qualification is going to be that good, but I think he might be having some speed today. Oh wait, Orion Lemons did tell me that he was not good at this track. No, wait, you know what? I'm going with Orion Lemons as biggest loser, and I'm going with who was it again? Stiggy for P2. Yeah, that's a good and safe decision. Make sure to leave your predictions in the chat, guys, as I mean it is also fun for you to play this little game. I'm going with two safety cars. No, one safety. I'm going with one safety car. You know, Belgium. Although depends on the weather. If it's rainy, I'm going with two. If it's dry, I'm going with one. Because there's not a lot of safety cars usually on Belgium. Although, that's a good question. I'm going with two. Either way, like if it's raining or if it's not raining. Yeah. All right. Let's go straight into the race, guys. Well, the qualification, of course. By the way, guys, everyone who is in the chat, make sure you're letting me know you're here because I mean, for the moment I'm talking to myself, except for the goat Armand, who is put a show on for Thomas. Well, nobody is putting a show on, unfortunately, but I will put the show on here. We're already seeing a disqualification. No, it's not a disqualification, it's a retirement, and that seems to be Torment. But I don't know where he is. He might have crashed out. I didn't catch that, unfortunately. We're having a quick look with Dave at the moment. He is in P1. Hasn't set a lap yet, as there's quite a lot of people already on track. I'm going with the first guy on track at the moment. That seems to be Orion Lemons, and he might be up for a good lap here. It all depends on whether he's good on the track or not. So if he is good on the track, I think he's able to put a top performance in here. He puts a 143.1, which is in my opinion already a great lap by the AlphaTauri driver. The Aston Martin driver now comes across the line, but probably invalidated there. We've got a Alfa Romeo driver here in sector 3 coming through. I think this corner is called chicane, which is a very dumb corner because it's a chicane. Well, corner name, you know, it's called chicane, but it is a chicane, so not really a lot of originality there. thinking that name through. But Matthew, we did expect more from him. He only puts a 144.0. And it's looking a little bit cloudy, so we might be having a little rain later during this qualifying session. There's a yellow flag, and that seems to be the Ferrari going to Entransic at the moment. He is a little bit slower there as he lets through the Alpine driver. Maybe we need to take a quick look with Armand plays here. He is going to be your commentator in the Wednesday League, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure he does an amazing job there. But right now, he needs to make an amazing job, well, amazing performance here on the Belgian circuit, Spa-Francorchamps circuit. And hopefully he does. He comes across the line in a couple of seconds, and I wonder what he's going to be capable of doing. I did expect a little bit more from him. 144.2. I think that is definitely beatable by himself. And maybe he can put himself in the top 5 today. It all depends on whether he feels the track or if he doesn't. Thomas, how was the prime? Like, what taste did you get? Did you get the red one, the blue one, the purple one? I think there's green and yellow too. Not 100% sure. There's a little bit of a pileup in Sector 2. Not too sure what's going on there. We're going to be having a quick look with just Dave here, as he put himself in P6 earlier. Right now, being a little bit stuck behind the Mercedes drivers, and we've got a Aston Martin driver coming up hot. And that might be Sir Wicken. He's going to go slow too. He's just going to go off track to leave enough space for the guys behind. And I'm not too sure if you guys actually are talking, but I'm not seeing anything in the chat. You guys are probably all racing, which... Oh, you know what this is, guys? This is some fucking weird stuff. Everyone is just going through and... Sir Wicken, what is this? He's coming into the pits. That is quite interestingly, because... Yeah. Interestingly is not even a word, but interesting. Who else hasn't put a lap in yet? Zoomans, he is on one right now. Just came across the line, but possibly invalidated his lap. So he's gonna go for another one, I think, if he has enough ERS saved. He does indeed. He has around 80. Now comes through Eau Rouge and Radion. Down the Camel Straight at the moment. He will have DRS, but he's got that AlphaTauri right in front of him, which might cause a little bit of problems focusing wise. And as of course, I mean, the guy in front of you, you always need to keep in mind that you are not going to be driving into the back of him or something like that. I think it's called assertive. I'm not 100% sure, but you need to be assertive of your surroundings. And I think a driver in front of you, like right in front of you, kind of makes you lose concentration and like focus and all that stuff. So yeah, it's a great job that the AlphaTauri driver went to the side there. And I think it was either Orion Lemons or Entron. I don't think it's kind of a thing that a Tronzik would do. I think it would just keep on pushing for some reason, even in his outlap. But I'm not too sure what about Orion Lemons. And I'm gonna have a quick look. It does seem to be Entronzik there. So yeah, great job by the AlphaTauri driver. Just went into the... Oh, sorry. Into the... well, off track as soon as possible to leave some space for the Mercedes driver here. Comes through chicane. And what time is this going to be for Zoomans? I think he is a new guy on the field in the champion division, and he's straight... Well, my vocabulary is not there today. I'm not too sure what's up, but he puts himself in P5 with, well, with a close battle with Blue and Soul. And we know Blue and Soul, quite a fast guy, race pace wise. As Armand plays, is going to go for another lap. He's right behind the AlphaTauri driver, and that might be Orion Lemons, who's going for another lap. Armand plays, comes into the pits. So he might need to focus with Entronzik here as he comes down the Camel Straight. And is the Mercedes driver going to leave space for the AlphaTauri driver like Entronzik did to him? That is going to be the question. Is he going to go at the same spot? It doesn't seem like it. He goes a little bit earlier, which is quite some sportsman-like conduct. Well, conduct. That's not really a conduct, but like play, whatever you want to call it. By the way, guys, let me know if you're excited for F1 23. I am, because I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be playing the game at all. Just going to buy it for commentator purpose. I mean, if the guys still want me to be their commentator, of course. We're seeing Sir Wicken here doing some interesting stuff. He's going to stand still on track, but he's just going to leave the Mercedes driver. Well, he's going to give the opportunity to I think it's Zoomans, to let him go past. And then, of course, Entronzik currently in Sector 3. And I wonder what his time is going to be, because I do know that he's pretty fast around Belgium, but I'm not too sure if he's going to be able to put himself in the top 10. He might have done some practice seeing that these guys were pretty fast last week, and it is gonna be a P13 for Entronsic. So I don't think this is his lap or his track. Depends on, well, how he think it went. But yeah, I mean, there's always chaos in Belgium. Turn one, I mean, heartbreaking zone. I mean, well, whatever. What track doesn't have a hard braking zone in turn one and isn't going to have chaos in turn one, lap one? As we're looking at Ori and Lemons putting a P1. So I think, no, actually, I'm still going for biggest loser Ori and Lemons, because if you put a P1 performance in qualifying, there's no way you're gonna get best driver of the day, because you know you're already starting from P1. I mean, we do see that a lot in the actual F1, well, in real life F1, where usually the guy who came in P1 is gonna get your driver of the day. I mean, we saw it with Max Verstappen in Brazil, I think last. No, it was not Brazil because Russell won that one, if I'm not mistaken. But like, well, it doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter. By the way, guys, everyone who is in chat right now, you guys are absolutely dead. Nobody is chatting with me. This is a disgrace. I love some talking, but I don't love talking to myself. I've been talking to myself all day because I went to do some voluntary work in my... What's it called? What's it called? Where all the old people live. Like a... I'm gonna Google that. I'm gonna Google that. It is called a residential care center. There we go. So yeah, I mean, it was fun, but these guys usually don't know what they're saying. Oh my days. Simpendal. Ooh, a 142.7 for the Dutch driver. As I don't like to see this. I don't like to see this, guys. You know why. I'm gonna explain to you. I'm a Belgian, right? Belgians and Dutch people don't really go together that well. It's like the Scottish and the English. Because, no, it's not. Well, is it like the Scottish and the English? I don't know really. But like, there is some kind of stuff between the Belgian and the Dutch where they don't really like each other that much and they make jokes about each other all the time. I don't like to see a Dutch guy being a P1 on my home track. So someone better gets his motor engine rolling, because I want to see that time getting beaten tonight. And if that time is not gonna get beaten, never commentating for champion division anymore. I mean, that is a joke. That is not true. I'm not gonna be... I'm still gonna be commentating, don't worry. Sound just came into the pits with a broken front wing. Well, he caused a broken front wing by coming into the pits. So there's only two people on track right now. It is gonna be Simpendal, who is on an in lap, and then we've got Surwicken, who is on an out lap. So there's like quite a lot of people are just waiting until that qualifying is gonna be closer to its end. Just to have the best track position. Of course, later during a qualifying, you're always going to be more warmed up. The track is going to be warmed up. But you know, the interesting thing, they always say the longer you're going into qualifying, the more heated your track will be. But I once had a telemetry that told me that the track was not a difference. Well, there was not a difference between the beginning of the qualifying and the end of the qualifying. So I think there is either a mistake in that telemetry stuff, or there's either, well, it's a fairy tale. That could also be a possibility. But now you're seeing everyone coming out of the pits. They've got around 2 minutes to come across the line and start their fast lap. But of course, in my opinion, you always need to go for 2. Like, you need to have time for 2. Because here's the thing, right? Let's say you are around lap... well, there's still 2 minutes into the qualifying. You are just coming out of the pits and you're going to be starting your lap. Well, you're in an out lap. So you're only going to have the opportunity to go for one more lap. Let's say turn 1, you go a little bit too wide and you invalidate the lap. There goes your qualifying. You will have to be, for example, stuck in a P13 like in Transkis right now. But if you come out of the pits around minute 4, let's say there's 4 more minutes in the qualifying, everyone will still have to be will still be able to put another lap after that lap they just invalidated. Of course, your tires will be a little less good, but why not just take the risk? You see, here, Sir Wicken, this is what I mean. He comes into Sector 2, invalidates his lap, and is not going to be able to put another lap. Although, maybe if he although he might be on time. So this is what I'm telling Sir Wicken. Well, Sir Wicken is doing an absolutely great job. Predicting my prediction. But all the other guys are not going to be able to put another lap in if they invalidate. So that's what's up right there. Oh, guys, I've got such a satisfying beard. Like, my beard is gone, right? I shaved myself. Oh my days. It feels like a baby. How do you say that? Baby butt? Yeah, it's a baby butt. Oh, satisfying. Oh my days. Alright, so the first guy on track to put a good lap on is Jay Oliver. And we're gonna drive along with him, because he might be able to put a good lap on the board. I'm gonna put the lap data on real quick, as we want to see if he's gonna be improving coming out of Sector 2. Seems like we already have a yellow flag in Sector 1, I think that was. Tormund already DNF'd here, so he's gonna be the only guy who has not been able to put a qualifying lap on the board. Jay Oliver comes across the line in a couple of seconds, but I'm pretty sure he's not listening, so I'm not going to make it any nervous. The qualifying is over already. Noah Lee and Rob Williams were not able to put a good qualifying lap on the board. 0.5 of an improvement for Jay Oliver, already coming out of Sector 2. So this might be a great lap for Jay Oliver, trying to put a P1 performance here in the qualifying, and I'm pretty sure he can if he nails chicane. Corner beautifully done. Might had a little bit of a lockup there, but I don't think it's going to be very severe. Coming across the line with a 142.5, as that is going to be I think if I'm not mistaken, a 710 improvement, or maybe even a 5. I'm not too sure. But I mean, this is going to be great. Qualifying wise, we're seeing a yellow flag for Simpendal, so Jay Oliver has done it. He has beaten the Dutch guy. And I absolutely love him for that. Jay Oliver, you've got my vote for driver champion of the season. It is looking a bit dark here in Belgium, so we might be seeing some rain during the actual race. We've got Orion Lemons. He is going to be the only contestant, in my opinion, for that. Welcome, Matthew. Welcome, Matthew. Oh, Lemons! A 142.4 to put himself in P1. Even 2 guys are going to be beating Simpendal. There you've got it. I'm not going to say fuck you, Dutch guy, because I still have a lot of respect for him, but I don't want a Dutch guy to be in P1 on the Belgian track. So, take this. Heh. Still got a lot of respect for you. Don't worry, like, I don't have hate towards Dutch people as much as the other Belgians do, but this is going to be your qualifying. Matthew, I'm not too sure what happened to you, but a P5, I expected more from you. You are 7/10 behind Orion, and I think if you practiced a little bit more and pushed a little bit more here in Belgium, you would have been able to put a good performance in. P5 is still great, but I think you would have been able to out-qualify your teammate and maybe even Simpendal. Good luck during the race. To everyone who's listening, good luck during the race, and I hope the best may win. And of course, for a strategy prediction to show that, we're going to be waiting to see if it's going to be raining or not. But this is going to be your qualifying results. Orion Lemons to put himself in P1 after he even said that he's not going to be very great around Belgium. Well, he lied to me. Sorry, Matthew. But no, it's actually not duck you, because you know what the thing is? I'm rooting for you. I hope you're going to be more towards the front. You know, I'm hoping for that. I'm not saying that you're bad or something, you know? Like, I'm saying you should have been more up because I believe in you. There we go. All right, so there's 900s between Che Oliver and Orion Lemons, and we've got Simpandali in P3, Stiggy in P4, and Matthew Martin in P5. Further, we've got Dave and Big Harv, who were only separated by less than 400s. And we've got Blue and Soul and Intronsic, who were separated by less than 200s. And then we have got Zoomans, Verstappen, Hassan, Arman, Wicken, Fish Deckman, Tormund, who has not put a qualifying lap. Neither has Nolasi and Rob Williams. So I hope, feel free to spit some great strategy again if you like. All right. I'm not going to be... I usually say that during the introduction, but I'm going to be saying that one more time for you. So you will see. You will see. All right. Here we go. So I first need to see if there is going to be rain or not. Because if it's going to be raining, there is no point of me telling you what strategy to go for. Oh, yeah, there we go. Oh, there we go. No point in making a strategy prediction, guys. No point. Oh, my days. I think it's either even going to be wet tires. Oh, my days. A wet race around Belgium is always chaos. What was pole? I think it was a 142 point... 142... 143? I can't quite remember, but it was Orion Lemons. Oh man, I've got such a bad memory. Matthew, what was your time again? I know it was 7/10 faster than your time, but I think you had a... Oh, I think I know. I think it was a 142.3 or something. Yeah, it could be. A 142.3 if I'm not mistaken. But these guys are aliens. Don't worry about that. These guys are absolutely aliens. Bro, these guys... Oh my days. I don't want to know how much time they spent in the practice room. Like, bro. I don't even have that much time. Like, where do you get that time? Or are you just, like, insanely fast for some reason? I don't know. Well. It is what it is, guys. It is what it is. Matthew, if you want to know the strategy, I would go for wet tires all race. Wet tires all race. Although if you want to take the risk and go for the hard tires, you could possibly try that. But yeah, I do think... I mean, to be honest, I think there is a possibility of going into the pits once for new sets of wets. Because there might be an early safety car. And I think, in my opinion, going on to the wets again might be a good solution. Or maybe if the rain is going to be less. But this gives me 2022 vibes. Or 2021 vibes. Oh my days. That rain was horrible. It was worse than this. Like, I want to see those clips again. Oh my days. How many times have I said oh my days already, guys? Haha. Doesn't really matter. We don't need to go through the strategy prediction, as everyone is possibly on the wet tires. It would be fucking funny to see someone on the soft or something. Like, Jeff messed up. It is a Ferrari strategy. Mattia Binotto has taken over the... Well, actually, we are all laughing with Mattia Binotto, right? But that Frederick Vasseur guy isn't doing great either. Like, what is he doing these days? Although the new car, which they had in Azerbaijan, was pretty good, though. Like, they had the pace, but for some reason, at the beginning of the season, oh my days, I don't know what's up with that, but they were fucking ass. Well, they weren't fucking ass, but I mean, they weren't fucking ass, but they were just bad, you know? I mean, they were probably fucking ass, but that's not something you want to do, though. I mean, some people like it, some people don't. But let's not get into detail there. Well, we once again have an interesting topic to talk about. Well, I'm talking to myself right now, so I mean, if you like to listen to it or not, Jay Oliver is... Oh my days, that was a beautiful drift by Jay Oliver there. And then the Alfa Romeo guy almost went into the back of Simpendal. A little bit of drifting. We've got Dirt 3 on the track right now. I don't think we should be racing Formula 1. I think we should be racing Dirt 3 around Francorchamps. Imagine now everyone with dirt cars. Would be fucking funny. All right, let's get the position changes up. Let's see what everyone is going to be able to do. We are currently in the F1 Power Grid. It is going to be Season 5, Round 10 of the Belgian Grand Prix here in Spa-Francorchamps. It is going to be 5 red lights. And away we go. Fish Tagman already with a drive-through penalty. He had a jump start. I've no idea how you were able to do that, but Shea Oliver already made the move on Orion Lemons. It looks like I've got everyone ghosted again for some reason, so it might be that my game is glitched again. Oh! Orion Lemons into the wall. This is chaos already. Chaos already. Orion Lemons, who got pushed wide, I think, into the wall there, and that is going to be race over for your pole sitter. There is already going to be a safety car, and I might need to join back for some reason, because this is not how I want to see my race. Everyone's seeing ghosted. It might be a glitch from, because we already had this with our mom making a lobby and Blue and Soul. These guys have some bad Wi-Fi. Like, my Wi-Fi on my PlayStation is great. So guys, I'm going to be having a little bit of a break. It is safety car anyway. Nobody is coming into the pits because they all are on the same tire. So I'm going to be switching over to this real quick. Track information, and I will be right back with you. Alright guys, welcome back. I'm not 100% sure if the safety car is still there. It does seem like it. And a couple of guys have come into the pits already. I'm pretty sure you guys can hear me if I'm not mistaken. But cars are not ghosted anymore, so I think I've solved the problem there. Well, for some reason our Mons lobbies are always glitchy for me. Like last time, we had a glitchy lobby too, so... Yeah, hopefully Breshman is going to be there next week again. We don't want... Well, it's not nice for you guys, and it's not nice for me either, because I was in a rush and all that stuff, so that's what's up. But I'm gonna be having a quick look, because there was a driver who wanted to join the party. But not in the party. Like, the only thing I can possibly do is is a Discord call. And that way, I mean, a Discord call is also glitchy for some reason. Like, we had Niall on Sundays, I think it was. We had Edward Pearson on Sundays, and they were all joining through Discord, and for some reason that was glitchy. But yeah, all good, all good. What is this? What is this? What is this? What is this? What? Guys, it took over. I can't do anything. Why is it so weird? Huh? Guys, what is this? What is this? There's still a safety car though. No idea why. Come on, this game is... Oh, this game is full of shit. I have never seen this screen yet. Oh, it's the same for you. Alright, apparently it's the same for them too. And the safety car is ending. Like, how is this ending? Wait, oh, you know, it's always the same with Armand's lobbies. Hold up. Alright guys, this is actually for the same, well, the same for everyone. So guys, sit tight, hold up. I will be entertaining you, I guess. Wait, let me have a quick look. Hello, my name is Thomas. How are you? Yeah. Alright, yeah. Oh wait, it's back. It's back. It's back. We are racing again for some reason. Alright. Oh, are we racing again? I don't know. Possibly. Are these guys actually racing? I do think so. Rob Williams joined again. Oh my days. This is... I don't know. I don't know. It's like... Oh my days. It's raining even heavier at the moment. So have we already seen an overtake? I don't think so. But Sir Williams already has a good overtake on Armand here down the inside into turn 5. There we go. Beautifully done by Sir Wicken. And that is going to be position gained. Armand is going to go back around the outside. Wicken is going to defend the inside. How is this going to turn out? It seems like Wicken takes the position there. Armand is looking to make a move around the outside, but it's not there as Wicken has better traction coming out of turn 8. So that is going to be moved down for Sir Wicken. Absolutely great done. I mean, great move. He has already gained 7 positions there. Also, Armand, who has gained 5. And we've got Orion Lemons. I've got my biggest loser of the evening prediction right. So that is great. And then we have... Who else do we have? P1 is for Che Oliver. P2 is for Simpadon. P3 is for Stiggy. So I don't want to say much, but my prediction is looking absolutely amazing at the moment. Oh my days. Who did I have for biggest winner? Wasn't it Blue and Soul? Verstappen and Zoomans. Verstappen and Zoomans are having a big battle with each other. Zoomans, who pushed Verstappen a little bit wide there. It was not too severe. Blue and Soul right behind Torment. And then Transic, oh my days, in P4. I did not expect that from the AlphaTauri driver. Although, I mean, he's quite consistent here in Belgium. From the races I've seen, he did an amazing job. So that's what's up there. It seems like Verstappen is making a move down the inside of Zoomans there. And there might have been a little bit of a push by the Ferrari driver. I'm not too sure what was up there. But Sir Wicken now makes the move around the outside of Zoomans there. And the move is done already. It looks like Armand is going to try and make a move down the inside. The room is there. The room is there. Armand is having a heated battle with Zoomans. But Zoomans had better traction coming through that corner. And that was going to be moved on again for Zoomans. And now Matthew dropped back 9 positions. I'm not too sure what's up there. Rob Williams, who is still not in his car. So this is going to be an easy move for Matthew Martin. Hopefully. As I don't like to see him at the back of the grid. Now Sir Wicken around the outside of Verstappen. I think it is Verstappen who's trying to make a move on Sir Wicken there. But that cost Zoomans to try and get back on the Ferrari driver. They're now going 3 wide into turn 8. Zoomans, who is down the inside of Verstappen, And this is a very heated battle because they've been battling with each other already a couple of times now. Arman having a heated battle with Verstappen. And I think Verstappen might be a little bit frustrated there by how Zuman got his overtake done on the Ferrari driver. For some reason, they already had some heated overtakes. Verstappen goes into the wall. DNF for Verstappen. Retirement from the session. And this might be a safety car. It is indeed going to be a safety car. And this will be race over for the Ferrari driver. As I said already, heated battles between Zuman, Arman, and Verstappen, which made Verstappen have a little bit of a mistake. Well, another safety car. I guess it is time for the safety car song. Yeah. All right, guys. I need to have a quick think of how the song went again, because it has been a week ago. So yeah, we didn't see a. I think did we see a safety car yesterday? I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure. Doesn't really matter. But here we go. Safety car, this is a safety car situation. Safety car, this is a safety car situation. Everyone is driving on a straight line. But fuck, I messed up. But of course not in the corners. Safety car situation here in F1 Power Grid League. I messed up. This was absolutely horrendous. But we are seeing a couple of guys coming into the pits. I'm not too sure what's up with Stiggy. But like, he's going for oh my days, he's going for intermediates. Oh. I know, Scotty. I'm gonna be making that song. Don't worry. I'm gonna be making the song, but I need to think of the lyrics. Like, I had a specific like tone. Like it was pretty good. It was pretty good. I think I've got a friend who screen recorded it. But I'm gonna be making a song, and I'm gonna be sending it to everyone who wants it. Of course, you need to pay 10 euros. But it's for every song, you know. Yeah, no, of course not. Don't worry. If you want the song, you can just DM me. Like, I want the song, and I'll send you the song. But I first need to make the song. Because at the first point, I was thinking of making like a horror kind of thing, like, hello. VB Thomas will now sing the safety car song. Be prepared. Here he comes. And then, of course, safety car situation, you know? And then, thank you for listening. But yeah, that sounds absolutely fucking idiotic. Well, guys, amazing ID. Thank you very much, Milan. Are you racing? Are you not racing? Are you racing in Elite? Oh, you're racing in Elite, right? Is there a safety car too there? Possibly. Possibly. You know, always around Belgium. Like turn 1, I think you guys just started your race, don't you? I mean, we're in lap. What lap are we? We're going into lap 7, and we haven't seen a single lap of racing yet. Love rainy Belgium. Like, I really like that one race of the Formula Racing League. Oh my days, guys, that was like last minute rain. You know, it was last minute rain and all that stuff. It was fucking amazing. It was fucking amazing. But yeah, here we are right now. Probably everyone is lining up because they're all seeing this screen. And yeah, Arman, I mean, I'm not going to be saying it again. Arman, you have done a great job. But unfortunately, you missed this. So yeah, I'm going to be having a quick look at the Discord chat real quick. Let me have a quick look. They're telling me that this is gonna be a restart. And restart. Well, guys, I'm gonna keep you entertained because they're gonna be discussing. Oh, the race continues. All right, there we go. Race continues. Nobody wants to restart, so. Oh, Stiggy. Ah, Stiggy. Stiggy came into the pits, but he didn't do it himself. Oh, that is bad. All right. So, what is everyone doing this fine evening? Oh, we're racing again. It seems like. So, well, you can still answer the question, but I don't think I'm gonna be watching that. Why are we looking at the Alpine driver there? All right. When is Che gonna go? He's gonna go already, but I think Simpendal saw that. Although, I mean, he is still 5 tenths behind, so that's not a lot to work with. Sir Wicken in P4. He's not doing a bad job either. He does have a snap. He goes off track a little bit there. That was really close with the wall, but Zoom has already made that move on Sir Wicken. Now, is Armand going to go side by side through Eau Rouge with Wicken? It doesn't seem like it, but he might be able to have a good move here down the Camel Straight. We know that Wicken has some good straight line speed, which we are seeing at the moment. Yellow flag through Eau Rouge, and that might have been Big Harv. Seems like Big Harv is pretty close to Nolisi here. They're going side by side through turn 5, but Big Harv takes that position. Now Nolisi, who tries to get a switchback work, doesn't seem like he can though, as we're going straight to the front, as the guys here are battling pretty intensively. Seems like Stiggy has gone for intermediate tires, as it's not really a wet tire situation anymore, as the track is not that wet, in my opinion, from what I can see, of course. We might need to take a quick look if Stiggy is gaining or losing time. Oh, he's definitely losing time, although it depends on the corner though. It depends on the corner. I think he's gaining time on Nolisi. Of course, you need to take that skill gap into consideration too, as Stiggy is a little bit faster than Nolisi, in my opinion, because we saw Stiggy already in the top 5 a couple of times during the qualifying, and he has way more points than Nolisi too, as you can see on the left side of your screen. I think Stiggy is in P2 for that championship battle with Che Oliver. Che Oliver is currently in P1 in this race, and it does look like he's going to be doing an absolutely great job. Although Che Oliver coming into the pits, going for intermediate tires. What is this going to be for Che Oliver? Because I'm not too sure if this is the right time to go for intermediates already. Does he want to take the risk? Oh! We're looking at Blue and Soul trying to make a move on Torment. Not too sure what was up right there, but it looked like Blue and Soul kind of missed his braking point. Just went into the back of Torment there. We're looking at Just Dave at the moment. Is he going to be able to make a move? Oh, goes into the wall! Race over for Just Dave. DNF. He came through Eau Rouge, and that was, I think it was Radion, no ID, but safety car once again. 3 safety cars already, and he is in the middle of the track right there. And the guys who come through Eau Rouge need to watch out that they are not going to be spinning into the, well, the car of Just Dave right there. And all the guys who are coming into the pits right now are going to have the benefit over Che Oliver. Che Oliver, who came into the pits 1 lap too early, if you ask me, because he is on intermediates right now. But of course, if you pit during a safety car, you're going to have the benefit of the doubt here. And I do think that Simpendal is going to have the benefit. He might be up for a good result during this race, as I'm not too sure how many minutes or seconds Che Oliver is behind Intronsic. Let's take a quick look to the leader. He's 19 seconds behind, but of course the drivers cannot drive too fast during a safety car situation. So we might need to wait a little bit before we can see whether Che Oliver is going to be overtaking Simpendal in the pit lane. And I'm going to have a little bit of a drink, because my throat is hurt. Like, It's painful. Well, sorry guys for being quiet. It seems like Jay Oliver was not able to overtake Simpadal, and we might have a little bit of a questionable overtake on Intrinsic, if you ask me. Seems like Rob Williams has not gone for the wet tires. But he is in P2, so I wonder why he didn't join back again. Just saying, it's quite interesting. Because, you know, these guys have come into the pits for intermediates, but it doesn't look like it's intermediate weather yet. So I'm well, I mean, hold on, guys. I'm trying to sort an invitation right now. Well, guys, I mean, you know, oh, is it this? Can I? Oh, I can move. Oh, that means the safety car is not coming into the pits. Ah, this is a chaotic. Oh, well, now he's going into the stupid screen again. All right. Well, it appears like the guys are not able to come into the pits due to this. So the safety car does, well, the game decides what when they're pitting and all that stuff. Like, this is a broken game, guys, and yeah, I have no idea what's up here. Like, why does this even exist? Like, you can screw people over, but you can also, like, you know, the game tells you when to pit and when not to pit. So let's say you're not able to take control over your car, which nobody is at the moment. And one guy comes into the pits because it's intermediate tires, but the other guy's game decides not to come into the pits. Yeah, so you saw Simpendal coming into the pits. He is P13 at the moment. And no, Nolan No, see, came into the pit for wets. Oh, no way. Oh, this is really broke. I mean, I wouldn't say, I don't know what to say, guys. This is chaotic. All right, I think it's the third or the fourth safety car of the evening, and I'm not too sure how the elite division is doing, but I don't think we will be seeing an elite division race tonight. We need a red flag, Simpendal says. Wow, I mean, all the guys who are sorting this out are currently in the race. So apparently we're continuing the race, but yeah, a lot of guys are not happy with how things are going at the moment. But I mean, you can't blame anyone. You know, this is all like, this is just a game. Where does this anger come from? You know, where does the anger come from? Arman, who already made the move on Sir Wicken, who now comes into the pits, and we are looking at, I think, Big Harv crashing himself out. He left the session too. I hope this is not going to be another safety car, because then we will be having 5, I think. But yeah, there's a lot of people in the pit lane right now. We're seeing Waken, Torment, Simpendal, and Nolasi all into the pits right now, who possibly gave them wet tires. And we're looking at Rob Williams, who's got wet tires. He is faster than... No, he's not faster than Hassan. But still, it's the AI, so... Jay Oliver, who's now made the move on Rob Williams. I don't think Rob Williams is in the lobby though, but I'm not too sure what the AI set on. Stiggy makes the move on his teammate Matthew Martin there. And Blue and Soul, who had a little bit of a snap there. I'm going to be going back to the interval. So we want to see how much of a difference there is between P1 and P2. And also between P8 and P7, as those guys are pretty close at the moment. Also Matthew Martin was trying to make a move on his teammate, but I'm not too sure if he's going to, because Stiggy usually has some good pace around these tracks. Like these kind of tracks, he's really fast. He's second in the standings for some reason. And I do expect him to gain a couple of positions here still during this race. He needs to get those points on Che Oliver, because Che Oliver is currently in P2 with 7/10 on P1. So he might be able to make that move done on Hassan, who I think is in the lobby, but I'm not too sure if he already came into the pit. So yeah, those wet tires really are more beneficial right now. Willen, wait, hold on. No idea what you mean. If you, I'm not. I have no idea if you're mad at me or because I didn't decide whether you guys should be coming into the pits, but I didn't fully get your message there. So apologies. If it's easier for you to say it in Dutch, just say it in Dutch, because I speak Dutch. Well, I'm Belgian, so I speak Dutch. But I mean, I don't want to say much, but Hassan is keeping up with Che Oliver quite easily right now. He is on wet tires. And he also has a gap created of 1.6 seconds on Intronsic, so it seems like these wet tires are not that bad at all. Herman, who is in P5 at the moment, right behind Zoomans. 5/10 only between the two. About 4/10 from Stiggy to Blue and Soul. Of course, I mean, Arman, he has gained a lot of positions. He has gained 8 during this race already. There's still 7 more laps to go. So he can gain like 2 more, I think. He would be able to gain 1 on Zoomans, if I'm not mistaken, as he's pretty close to the Mercedes driver already. I think Intronsic is going to be a hard challenge, because I know Intronsic is a very good defender during these kind of races. Usually rainy races are quite good for Intronsic. I think he's a controller player. As we're looking at Matthew Martin making a move on his teammate Stiggy. Because I think Stiggy is struggling a little bit there. Matthew, who gives the position back to Stiggy. You know what the thing is? I think Matthew should get that position again from Stiggy. Because Stiggy is definitely struggling here on Matthew. Well, yeah, I mean, he's not able to keep him behind. I mean, Matthew is 1 second behind right now, but still, Matthew was able to make that overtake done on Sticky for some reason. So he's definitely the faster out of these two. Now we've got Zoomans right behind Entronsic, so it seems like he caught up to the AlphaTauri driver quite easily there, and we might be losing 2 positions here because Arman is able to keep up with Zoomans, who is currently in P4. So we might have a 3 or a 4-way battle because we've got Hassan in P2 on those wet tires, and he might be taking them with him till the end of the race. Because, I mean, why not? You know, why not? Jay Oliver is in P1 at the moment with 3.2 seconds in front, as Simpendal just got the fastest lap with a 1:58. I'm going to be having a quick look. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. No. Yeah, absolutely. Willem, thank you. Carcourt. You know, it's just a mistake by the admin. Well, it's not really. I think, is he an admin? Is Arman an admin? I mean, he didn't do it on purpose for sure, so it's a bit of a fuck up. But just to change the whole lobby again after like 15 laps done, not everyone has the time. Like here in Europe, well, for you too in the Netherlands, it's 10 already. Like a lot of people have go to sleep, and I do think on the F1 22 game there's a lot of young people, so they need to go to school tomorrow. And yeah, it's difficult to race all over again. So I think they're going to be deciding whether to restart the game after the races. We're seeing Zoomans now. A 3-way battle here. Hassan loses 2 positions to Zoomans and Entronsic. Entronsic was just captured P2 there. And this is going to be once again a great result for the AlphaTauri driver. I do think so. As he got... Oh, Zoomans now with a dive bomb from... No, like... From wherever was that, but he just made that move very aggressively down the inside. He saw the room, although the room was not completely there. And now we've got Zoomans in P3 still trailing by 5/10. But as I said, I think they're going to be deciding after the race whether we will be restarting this race for a later stage during the week. There's a yellow flag in sector 3. Where's that? Simpendal just made the move on Sir Wicken. I think that might have been a little bit of a mistake. Rob Williams now who makes the move on Sir Wicken. But of course, Rob Williams' points won't count. Sticky who makes the move on Blue and Soul here on the main straight. Blue and Soul who has gained 2 positions, which is not too bad in my opinion. But your biggest winner of the evening is definitely Armand Place. He gained 9 positions. He had a good strategy during this race. I mean, he didn't decide the strategy, of course, but he is doing an absolutely great job trying to get past Zoomans here. Zoomans who also gained 7 positions, and you've got Entronsic who also gained 7 positions. Zoomans, who goes a little bit too wide there, might have caused him to get a track invalidation. Well, a track limit penalty or a warning, whatever you want to call it. And he's going wide a couple of times, so it surprises me that he only has 1 penalty already. So in my opinion, Armand doesn't need to push too much here, as you already know that Zoomans has a penalty. You know, we're looking at Stiggy and Blue and Soul, who are currently having a heated battle, only 2/10s between the two. And we've seen these guys battle for a couple of times already. At the back, they're also having a heated battle where Tormund is 5/10s behind Sir Wicken. Now we're looking at Armand making the move here on Zoomans. Is this going to be moved on? It does seem like it, and beautifully done by Armand Place. Now sticking around the outside of Zoomans. Is he going to outbrake the Mercedes driver? It does seem like it. He's going to have the inside on this corner, and Zoomans comes into the pits. Not too sure what for, as I don't think he had any front wing damage. But unfortunately, he will be dropping a lot of positions at the moment. Ja, nee, tuurlijk. Of course. Well, you know, the difficult thing is Elite Lap 10. Oh, how did that happen? Like, this race took ages. What? Elite Lap 10? That is crazy. Matthew making the move on Blue and Soul. Seems like that's going to be moved on. Blue and Soul who's going to try and make the switchback work. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. Ah, he's going to go a little bit too wide there. He didn't have a good line through that turn 7. And unfortunately, that was not going to be moved on for Blue and Soul. So he will have to wait a couple of more corners before he can make that move. Maybe down the Camel Straight where we already saw Blue and Soul gain a position. 6 tenths, 3 tenths from Knowlesley to Torment. I think Torment made that move done there through Sector 1. We're looking at Zoomers trying to make that move on Rob Williams. Of course, it's not that difficult as you've got Rob Williams being ghosted and being in AI. So unfortunately, it's not going to be a hard challenge for those guys to get past the Canadian driver. But yeah, of course, I mean, halfway through, Sticky crashed. Sticky crashed! Safety car! Another safety car. Another safety car. Oh, my days. Alright, guys, safety car situation. I'm not going to be singing the safety car song because we already had a safety car song. But the difficult thing is with restarting, like I've been a league owner myself, right? We had this weekly because at that point when I had my league, the game was completely broke, and like every time we had a safety car situation where you needed to restart your session, and we made some kind of rule when 0 to 25% of the race has already been raced, you will have a complete restart. Then from 25 to 75%, when that amount of distance has been raced, you would have had a 25% race, because these guys are now racing a 50% race. You would just be racing a 25% race with the results before the glitch. And then from 75 to 100, when that distance has been raced, you would have gotten the results of right before the glitch or the safety car or whatever it was. And it worked quite fine, but I think, I mean, when you don't have that set up, it's quite difficult for you or as a league to determine whether you're going to be doing that. Because these guys are just asking everyone, do we need a restart or don't we need a restart? And of course, the guys who are at the front, like the top 10 currently is just going to be saying, no, we don't want to restart. And then you already have more people than half of the grid. Because I mean, they're getting some good points. They're not getting affected, except for Rob Williamson, but he's not in the race. And I mean, it's just a lot of work to restart a game, sort out the positions again, because you will have a discussion on whether you're gonna be restarting with the qualifying positions. Will you be restarting with the race positions? Will you be restarting with like positions before the glitch, after the glitch? What happens with the safety car and the pits and all that stuff? And of course, I mean, you cannot determine your position, because a lot of guys have come into the pits, but they did not do it themselves, because the game is doing it, because it's on what theater mode, whatever it's called. Theater mode, I think it's called. No idea. But it's difficult. Like this guy, usually Brashman does it too. So I get it. Armand, it might be his first or second time, and there's a lot of chaos into that. So yeah, I'm looking at the chat right now. Everyone is like, there's a lot of chaos in the chat right now. Well, but it has been sorted. Like these guys, these admins are like I wouldn't. I mean, I would say professionals, but you guys are probably like, oh, professionals, blah blah blah. No, these guys are really caring for their league, and I haven't seen that a lot. So, like, I just read through the chat. They just said if you have a problem, just go to the DMs instead of making some chaos in the actual chat. And I think, I mean, that's a nice gesture from those guys, and I think that's logical. You know, you don't need to get everyone involved into your problem. We are seeing Sir Wicken getting retired from the session right now. I've got this weird theater mode thing again, but yeah, guys, this is a rare thing to happen in this league. Like the guys told everyone in the chat too. This is a rare thing to happen, and unfortunately, a mistake has been made. But unfortunately, it's not the time to discuss whether you're going to be doing something to change the mistake or just keep driving and see what happens. Like, you complaining is not going to be giving a solution or something. Like you say, you crying, "Ah, and this is not going to work out, blah blah blah." It's not going to be making any kind of solution or something. Like, you should help find a solution instead of crying your tears out. I mean, no hate for the guys who were crying, but come on, guys. We're all adults. I mean, I do think everyone is adult. I mean, no, I did say there were a lot of kids here. No idea who is a kid, though, but possibly a lot of guys. Because I don't think F122 is like... I mean, everyone I know is a kid, except for that IRC league, but those guys are... well, those guys are still kids. Mentally. Sticky now, 3 10s behind Simpendal. And if I'm correct, Willem Verhoeven here in the chat is Simpendal, if I'm not mistaken. So, if you're still listening, good luck. You're being chased by Stiggy, one of the fastest guys here in the league. But I'm pretty sure Simpendal is going to be able to keep him behind. He's going to take the defensive line. Stiggy will have straight line speed, though. He will have a little bit of... Ooh, Simpendal goes onto the racing line again, but he acknowledged that Stiggy was there. Has a great defensive line there, and Stiggy is not able to make the move. So great defense by Simpendal, as he needs to keep the Alfa Romeo driver behind for 1.5 more lap. And I do think he's going to be able to do so. Nolisi, who makes that move on Rob Williams. Wicken, not too sure why he left the session. Well, he retired from the session, but I don't think he crashed out. So he must have retired himself. And that's quite interesting because, I mean, all of these guys are going to be getting points even if they finish. Zoomans, who seems to be right behind Stiggy. So it's a 3-way battle for P7 at the moment. And we are looking at a P2 position. Zoomans now down the inside, and he crashes out Stiggy. I mean, there was not a lot of room to make that move. Zoomans, who retired from the session, it seems like it. And I heard him complain already, so he might be leaving the server there. I mean, this was the thing I said with the mature behavior earlier, but I mean, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Steer right now, P8, 4 10s behind Simpendal. Jay Oliver with the fastest lap. Down the main straight, start, finish straight. Will Stiggy have a good straight line speed? It does not seem like it. We saw that Simpendal had some good straight line speed. Almost goes into the back of Simpendal there. That gave me a little bit of Hungary vibes in 2021, where we saw Bottas going into the back of everyone. And then we have Matthew here in P4. He gained a lot of positions already, so I mean, he is doing a great job at the moment in P4. He's right behind Armand, which in my opinion is a little bit slower than Martin. Well, Matthew, of course. I mean, why did I call him Martin? No idea. Simpendal is going to try and make the move down the inside. Stiggy leaves enough room for Simpendal to get past, but I don't think he should have given that position for free, of course, because now Simpendal is going to get P7 again. Stiggy is going around the outside of turn 8. This is last lap battle. This is a heated battle, and Simpendal takes the position there from Stiggy. Stiggy will possibly not have another opportunity to make that move work. Maybe into turn 11 or turn 10, whatever turn that is. I think it's turn 10, this one. Yes, it is indeed. And will he be able to make that move? We're looking at Armand being pretty close to Intransic. Intransic, I know you can do this, but Armand has a good exit coming out of that corner. Now it all depends on who has the best exit throughout this corner, who has the best straight line speed. It looks like that's going to be Intransic. Is he going to be able to defend the inside position through chicane? It looks like it. There's more than 210s there for Intransic to work with. And he's going to be taking your P2 position. Armand with a beautiful P3. Although, no. It's going to be Armand with a P3. Congratulations to the top 3. Also Matthew, who has gained a lot of positions. And then we've got Simpendal to get a P7, Sticky to get a P8, and Torment to get a P9. So congratulations to everyone. We're going to be going through the grid real quick. The standings, of course. So we need to go to the Elite Division. Rob Williams is your driver of the day. For some reason, he was not in the game. But he got driver of the day anyway. So I'm not too sure how that's going to get settled in the standings. It doesn't really matter. I think driver of the day gets the fastest, gets a point, right? We're looking at Shea Oliver with a 153.5 being your fastest lap of the day. I think that's going to be around 1 second faster than the other guys. But still, Shea Oliver in P1. We've got Intransic with a beautiful result in P2. This is only his second race in the champion division and already gaining a P2. That is not too bad for the AlphaTauri driver. Then we've got Armand Place, who came from P13 to a P3. So in my opinion, he is your driver of the day. Congratulations to you, Armand. Here we've got Matthew Martin in P4, Blue and Sol in P5, Hassan in P6, Simpendal in P7, Sticky in P8, Torment in P9, and Nolasi in P10. Further, we've got Rob Williams, Zoomans, Wicken, Big Harv, Fishman, Just Dave, Verstappen, Orion, Lemons, and that was going to be your grid. So let's go straight to the front real quick. And that is going to be your result. So I thank you very much for watching this champion division. We will be going over to the elite division pretty soon. So make sure you stick around and we will be right back with you. Grab a little bit of a drink, grab a little bit of a snack, and we will be right back with you. Peace out. All right, guys, we're right back with you here. It looks like Scotty is trying to make a move on Speckbelg. Speckbelg, who seems to be in P2. We're currently in lap 18 out of the 22, with Tuk Tuk having a heated battle down the inside there of Mr. Flops. Mr. Flops, I think, is a new driver here in the Elite Division, as I haven't seen him already. He's 3 tenths behind the Alfa Romeo driver. And of course, this is a little bit of different racing than we saw in the Champion Division. And we want to have a quick look with who qualified where. Belgium, who seems to be in P1 at the moment. Scotty with a good move on Speckbelg around the outside there. Is this going to be a move for Scotty? It doesn't seem like it. 3-second time penalty for Taylor Danny Speckbelg, who seems to have a penalty there. That is something Scotty needs to look out for when battling Speckbelg, of course. Now we've got Mr. Flops right behind Tuk Tuk. Tuk Tuk, the Alfa Romeo driver, out brakes the Alfa Romeo driver, and that this is always chaotic. Tuk Tuk, who went onto the brakes a little bit too early, in my opinion, as we had the Mercedes driver just going into the back of him. Now going 3 wide through this corner, this is not working out. Sami Ladas, who got pushed out by Bob there a little bit, didn't leave enough space for Bob to get past. We've got a safety car situation. How many safety cars have I seen today? Sami Ladas, who is coming into the pits. Don't think he has some front wing damage, though. I don't think he has some front wing damage. But he might be going for soft tires. Ah, interesting. And I'm still touching my beard. He's going for soft tires. He's going for a front wing change. And I want to have a quick look what position everyone was in, actually. We have Scotty in P3. He lost 2 positions. We have Speckbelg in P2. He gained 9. He qualified only in P11, which is not too bad. Belgium, who qualified in P7, currently in P1. So, I mean, he had a big lead. He had a lead of 11 seconds. Currently is going to lose that lead. And he might be... I mean, he looks very fast. And I want to have a quick look tire-wise. 14 lap old hards for Belgium and Speckbelg. Then we've got 10 lap old hards for Scotty. Metaxakis went to... Oh, it's Metaxakis. Oh. I was confused. I thought it was going to be Sami Ladas there for some reason. Like, oh, but he might have... No, he's not going to have the benefit of the doubt there, because medium tires on Belgium, 10 lap old. On Spa-Francorchamps, it's not going to be working out for him, unfortunately. But yeah, another safety car situation, and we will be waiting until the safety car is going to come in, of course. I think it's going to be around 1 or 2 laps. So I'm gonna check out my messenger real quick, because I DM'd my girl because she had some troubles with her homework. She didn't read my message. Wow. Well, that is painful. It is painful in my heart. You know what's more painful in my heart? Seeing so many safety cars. Aha. Yeah, sorry guys. Yeah, I mean, am I actually having still people in the chat? Because I mean, you know, everyone is racing at the moment. I'm still having 7 watchers, so I know I've been quiet, but it's been a chaotic evening for some reason. I mean, I still have 242 followers, so I'm on my way to 300. So everyone who's not, well, who is in the chat right now, please tell everyone to, well, tell everyone, like your friends, your family, whoever got Twitch, to follow me, because it would be very much appreciated. I'm trying to get my goal of 300 followers. If you there, racing or watching the race, if you haven't followed me already, make sure you do. As I mean, you're watching me every week, so why not just follow the channel? You know, like, just think about it. You know, whenever you're on YouTube, right? Probably a lot of you guys are on YouTube. Whenever you're watching a guy, and like you like him, well, you possibly like me too. Well, not like of course, but like you like my streams. You might be here like, I want to follow this guy. And why don't just do it? It's just one button, and you can disable that you're getting notifications from me. So it would help me, it would help yourself, because I'm popping up in the following things there. And I'm not like I'm live every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and that's it. Around these hours. So you are probably racing anyway. But we have a little bit of a change in the strategies as we're looking at Bergen with the soft tires here. So he might have made a great decision going on to the soft tires, so he's definitely going to be able to make that move. Not into turn 1, of course, as he goes onto the grass a little bit there. Goes around the outside of Scotty. Scotty, who has a bad exit coming through turn 1. And now it's going to be Bergen. Through Eau Rouge. Through Eau Rouge for the Bergen. And he's going to be making the move before the corner was there. That was actually very smart from Scotty. Giving that position to Bergen. I mean, this is not the battle he should have been made. And of course, Bergen now is going to have a good run into turn 5. He's not going to be able to make the move there. He almost went into the back of the Mercedes driver, but luckily avoided that collision. As now he will have a run into turn 8. He has 2 more laps to work with. He's going around the outside. It seems like it, trying to get a better exit. Coming into turn 9. It's not going to be a possibility, I'm afraid, as this is a very difficult sector to make an overtake in. Of course, you've got turn 5, you've got turn 8, but after that, it is going to be hard. He might be able to make a move here during this section. Now goes around the outside here. Bergen on his soft tires. He goes onto the curb. Is this going to be moved on for Bergen? It does seem like it. Is Scotty going to take the advantage here? Battling with the Mercedes driver. It does look like it. Scotty takes P2. Although still side by side. Still side by side through this section, which is actually a very difficult section. We've got Metaxakis crashing out. Who's taking P2? It seems like it's going to be Speckbelk with a better exit coming through that corner. Maybe a little bit of more straight line speed there. And Bergen already made a distance of 1.2 seconds. Samilatos, who gets a 3-second time penalty. Metaxakis, who dropped out of the race. Snitsy and Tuk, who are having a heated battle. Now we've got Taylor Danny around the outside. Maybe Samilatos, who's making the move around the outside of Taylor Danny. And that is going to be moved on. Maybe he wants to make a move on the Alfa Romeo driver too. It does seem like it. Beautiful move into turn 1. But he couldn't make the move stick. As now he's going to try and have a run through Eau Rouge and Radio. Tuk, who seems to have a lot of straight line speed here. Going through Eau Rouge into Radio, the camel straight right now. And here is where we're going to see that speed difference down the main straight. It doesn't seem like Samilatos is gaining a lot of time down the main straight. He's going to throw it down the inside, kind of a block pass on Tuk. Does he leave enough space? It does seem like it. Beautiful move by Samilatos right there. We've got Scotty being 110 behind Speckbelk. It seems like Speckbelk has made that move again on the McLaren driver. Coming into turn 9, the last sector of this race. Second last sector in the matter of fact, as we're currently in sector 2. At the back, we're seeing some heated battles between Warden and Bab. It seems like it Bab who might have crashed out. Now we've got Scotty with a good run on Speckbelk. Only 110 between the two. Coming into the last sector. Oh, Milan! Well, Speckbelk. His name is Speckbelk, but I call him Milan. Milan who crashed out. I don't really know what happened there. I think he kind of lost traction and Scotty went into the back of him. I don't think that's report worthy though. Milan, if you're watching the stream, make sure to watch that back, as I'm not too sure what happened there. But it kind of looked a little bit interesting. And now we've got Flops right behind his teammate. But I think we've got our finisher, Bergen, coming across the line already. 5 seconds in between Scotty and Bergen. Seems like Snitchy was still trying to make that move on Scotty work. Unfortunately, it's not going to be the case. Oh, Schnitzy getting pushed back all the way to P6, P7 actually, and Tuk takes P3, Stocky in P4, the Prince in P5, Samiladas in P6, Schnitzy in P7, then we've got Speckbelg in P8, Taylor Danny in P9, Bob in P10, Flops in P11, Warden in P12, and Aceman in P13. Not too sure what happened there penalty-wise, but we will be having a quick look there, as we didn't have the chance to look at those penalties during the actual race because there was so much action on track right now. Let me have a quick look. Driver of the day is going to be the Prince. Congratulations. Yes, komt goed. Komt goed, Milan. Komt goed. Alright, guys. So, penalty-wise, we had 6 seconds for Schnitzy, 6 seconds for Taylor Danny. So that made them... Well, that caused them to get pushed back all the way to P7 and P9. Further, we've got fastest lap for Bergen, so congratulations to you. He came all the way from P7 to get your P1. Bergen in P1, Scotty in P2, Tuk in P3. Further, we've got Stocky, the Prince, Samiladas, Schnitzy, Speckbelg, Taylor Danny, and Bob to finish off P10. Further, we've got Floppy, Flops, whatever his name is, Warden, Aceman, Mitaxakis, who got DNF'd. And then further we've got Ross, who is DNF'd, Trouser Schnauzer DNF'd, and the Grin Sleeper DNF'd. So yeah, I did expect these three, no, not Trouser Schnauzer, but I did expect Ross and the Grim Sleeper, because they, I mean, there's this thing, right? Ross, where do I know Ross from? I think I know Ross from, wait, can't quite remember. No idea. Well, it doesn't really matter. But congratulations to the top 3, to the top 10, to whoever finished the race. But yeah, this will be me for the evening. I have no idea what happened. It was all chaos. It was all... I don't know what to say. It was chaos. But you know, I've got respect for the admins. Like, they were doing their best. They've done an amazing job, guys. Don't blame them. Like, just keep it chill. We will sort this out after the race. Well, after this race, of course. The Elite Division was class. Champions was alright, I guess. I mean, can't say much about it. I don't want to say much about it either, because if I say something wrong, I might be hitting that, like, sensitive snare. So I'm not going to be doing that. But I thank you very much for watching. I hope you still like the stream. I was quiet for quite a while, but that was just because I was reading the Discord and seeing what was happening most of the times, because like everyone was shouting at each other or some reason. I don't know, guys. Don't worry about it. Like, it doesn't happen regularly. This was a one-timer. Like, I've streamed 10 races. Like, this is my 10th stream for F1 Power Grid, which I've got my jubileum of 10 races. Yes. Let's go straight on to the 20 races, maybe the 15 races. I mean, it depends on how long they still want me, but I hope they do. But yeah, I thank you very much for watching. I hope you had an amazing evening. I didn't see a lot of people in the chat, but it doesn't really matter. I was talking to myself most of the time, which is not a problem either. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. I hope I will see you next week. Hopefully, I will see you tomorrow as we've got Phoenix Racing League. But yeah, thank you guys and see you next week. This was VP Thomas, commentator. Peace out.